Let's talk about Dragonflight. We just got to see the epic reveal of the new expansion Dragonflight, and there was a lot revealed, so here's a rundown on all the exciting new shit that we got to see. First, the cinematic. The Dragonflight cinematic was pretty tame compared to the action-filled Battle for Lordaeron or the Battle for the Broken Shore, and it was far more focused on an actual narrative than just revealing the big bad of the expansion. No Legion invasion, no faction war, no Banshee Queen, just a keeper statue, ugly guy or Stony Tony depending on who you watch. His actual name is Watcher Coronos, making his way up the tower to recall the dragons home, and then a trip around the new zone with Dragon Mummy. Now, onto the new game shit. The big one for me is the talent tree revamp. It looks so fucking cool and something that you can just spend hours looking over to build the setup you want. And God knows every content creator is going to be making 500 videos going into every single granular detail. Me included, but I'll probably just make one. Gone is the old Mr. Pandaria tree, replaced with two new vanilla-inspired trees, talent points and many choices. One tree is based on your class and the other one's based on your spec, so there's much more variation and combinations to come with talents, it seems. And you can make presets, so you don't have to click all the way down the tree every time you swap. There are some hints in here as to how they'll be incorporating the Shadowlands borrowed power too, as you can see the icons for several legendary powers as well as the resto tree having Convoke in it. Next big thing, a new class race combo of the Dracthyr Dragon race and the Evoker class. The first one we've had since the Demon Hunter in Legion. Now this is a cool new addition, but for me personally, I'm not super keen on the Dracthyr. As a balanced druid who has never spent a second without the Glyph of Stars, I would almost never use the dragon form. Unless you have to use combat abilities, in which case I guess I'll just have to deal with it. And the Evoker is the new class unique to the Dracthyr. Finally, a new mail-wearing class to share loot with hunters and shamans. It has two specs just like Demon Hunter: Devastation, a mid-range DPS with red and blue Dragonflight themed spells, and Preservation, a healer with green and bronze Dragonflight themed spells. They also said they have an emphasis on being a mobile caster, at least more mobile than traditional casters in the game, so we'll have to see how fucking OP that turns out to be. There's also a new spell mechanic for some Evoker abilities called Empower, which means that holding a spell button down will impact how powerful the spell is. And the Dracthyr start at level 58, which brings us to the next small addition, an increased level cap. We go back to TBC with a new cap of 70, which leaves the question open as to how far they'll be going again until they squish it down. Please don't make me level alts through 120 levels again. Next is a brand new feature called Dragon Riding. We all get to roleplay how to train your dragon and get our own customizable dragons to fly around on. And this is no ordinary flying either. You increase a new dragon riding skill and unlock special moves like dive bomb, barrel rolls, and at max level you get a talent tree and challenges all over the Dragon Isles, which just sounds like more content in the game outside of the core pillars of raiding, dungeons, and PvP. And another big one was a professions revamp. We got to see new gear specific for your profession with their own stats, and a quality system that impacts the power of the items you make and farm, and a new system of work orders to be able to request items from professions other than yours through players without buying them straight from the auction house. And the last major thing is the UI revamp. Based on what they've shown, they're making the HUD a lot cleaner, much more customizable by making it movable, and just better overall experience rather than relying on add-ons to make it all possible. There's also some little bits here and there, like the new tier set concepts, the Proto-Dragon leader concepts, which both look super cool, some interviews talking about the first season of Mythic Plus, including old dungeons, and teasers on the official site for the first raid. I'll be going over some of these things in more detail, especially that juicy talent tree, in other videos, so expect to see a bunch of new shit coming. Personally, I think it looks promising, but as always, cautious optimism is the way forward. Let me know what you thought about the reveal in the comments. Like and subscribe for more, and I'll catch you in the next one.